Hi, ich grüße euch. Willkommen zurück zu Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. So, diesmal dachte ich, ich spiele mal ein paar Handheld-Spieler. Ich fange einfach mal mit den ersten an. Wenn das mal nicht Gameboy ist. Oh, okay. So, wen nehmen wir denn? Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt. Okay. Oh, ist das das ist ja... Oh, ist das Verzögerung vom Feinsten. Aber das war damals, war. Okay. Oha. Naja, gucken wir weiter. Also kannst du Taste drücken und 2 Sekunden später kommt dann das Dings an. Okay. Also kannst du nur gucken, was du da drückst und Finish him. Oh, bei Gameboy ist kack. Alter Schwede. Eine Verzögerung. Aber gut, Gameboy war 93. Na, komm schon. Ah, na. Jai. Oh, das Schmeißen hat schon mal geklappt, okay. Warte mal. Na, okay. Hab gerade Tasten gedrückt, aber hat irgendwie nicht funktioniert. Na, gut. Gut, also ist doch ganz schön, also mit damals Verhältnis, also für jetzige Verhältnisse ist echt ganz schön wenig. Probieren wir die Game Gears, glaube ich. Mhm. So, okay, dann schauen wir mal Johnny. Ja, easy bei der Steuerung. Und bei meinem Geschick. Oh ja, das ist schon flüssig, ja, das merkt man. Aber gut. Ah, da merkt man, das läuft doch schon ein bisschen flüssiger im Vergleich zur Gameboy-Version. Sag mal, es ist mal gut hier. Eieiei, ich wollte eigentlich was ausprobieren, aber hast du keine Zeit dafür? Ja, ja, also, das ist dein Lieblingsmove, wa? Kann das sein? So. So. Naja, das lief auch ganz gut. Bin mal gespannt, wie da die Bosse sind. Also, dass ich Game Gear-Version gespielt habe, ist schon so lange her, ey. Ich hatte ja ein Game Gear, aber wie gesagt, ist jetzt schon so lange her. Ah, okay, die Taste ist... Oh, gut. Das heißt, die zwei Tasten sind außer Funktion so anscheinend. Du, 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 du. Du, 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 du. Na, jetzt aber komm. Haha, das ist dir so, wa? Na, jetzt aber. Ah ja, gut. Bin mal gespannt, wer jetzt kommt. Jetzt war Sonja. Mirror Match. Ah ja. Hey. Ey, ist gut. Sag mal. Hätte für mächtig toll war. Okay. Ah, ja, gut. Mhm. Eieiei. So, hat aber geklappt. Na, knapp, aber gewonnen ist gewonnen. Oha, und dann liegen zwei, ne? Das wird lustig. Ey. Ich muss erst mal gucken, wer ist, ey. Okay, also. Ey. Hat er mich aufgefangen? Tschüss. Unglaublich. Ja gut, jetzt haben wir... So, gut, dann werde ich noch mal ein paar Dokus, das mache ich ja in jedem Part, dass da eine Doku kommt. So, das haben wir noch nicht. Midway ist kampfbereit. Die Pressemitteilung. Okay. Das haben wir auch schon alle, genau. Jetzt kommt's Werbeaktion.
Fighting games have proven themselves to be strong collectors suitable for a wide range of locations. They embody the most attractive elements of the arcade experience.
Moment, das muss ich kurz mal Pause machen. Der Untertitel ist an, so wie es aussieht. Okay.
Characters endowed with mythic powers, full player control, secret moves, and the kind of unbridled, head-to-head competition that compels repeat buy-in. Now from Midway comes Mortal Kombat. It captures the most popular elements of the fighting game and adds more. More control, more powerful characters, more depth, more secret moves, and advanced digitized graphics delivering the most realistic fighting action available. Begin Mortal Kombat by choosing one of 7 characters, each boasting an arsenal of unique talents. There's Johnny Cage, the brash Hollywood movie star. Kano, thief and mercenary. Raiden, the mythical thunder god. Liu Kang, the fighting Shaolin monk. Scorpion, a ninja warrior bent on revenge. Sub-Zero, the ultimate assassin. And Sonya, U.S. Special Forces soldier. Each player has 5 basic moves corresponding to the 5 action buttons. High punch. High kick. Low punch. Low kick. And a block. In addition to these moves, players will continue to discover new joystick button combinations. Each new technique provides another competitive edge. For example, moving the joystick away from your opponent while pressing the low kick button will result in this sweep kick. Moving the joystick straight down will put the player in a crouch. By then releasing the joystick and pressing low punch, you'll administer a devastating uppercut.
Cage wins. Excellent.
Secret moves play a big part in the success of any fighting game. Collections soar as players strive to develop a character's full fighting potential. Mortal Kombat has several times more secret moves than the nearest competitor. The button joystick combinations required to execute these moves are different for each character, as are the moves themselves. And each character's arsenal of secret moves offers unique tactical advantages. If you learn one of Sonya's secret moves, you'll be able to perform this devastating scissor throw. Learning to activate Raiden's secret weapon lets you fire lightning bolts at your opponents.
Raiden wins.
Victory is achieved by winning 2 out of 3 rounds. Players losing a match will have to buy in to continue.
Liu Kang wins.
Finally, winning 3 matches against paired adversaries will put you in the ring opposite Goro, a 4-armed, unstoppable titan, half human, half dragon. Should Goro be subdued, you'll engage the most deceptive and powerful opponent of all, Shang Tsung, the bloodthirsty emperor capable of instantly becoming any fighter he chooses. Conquer Shang Tsung, and you will have joined unfrequented ranks, those who have battled all adversaries, yet survived.
Test your might.
Every 5 matches during both 1- and 2-player games, you'll have a chance to test your strength and win bonus points by smashing progressively harder objects. Two-player mode allows true head-to-head combat. Players must rely on their fighting abilities, as well as a knowledge of their character's strengths, as they are matched against an opponent with different but equally lethal abilities. Each player selects a character and the match begins. The player losing the best of 3 match will have the option of buying in to continue. The winning player will continue to play as long as he maintains a string of victories. Loser pays, winner stays. From a technical standpoint, operators will find even more to like. Mortal Kombat employs Midway's exclusive diagnostic package and a sensitive yet durable 8-way microswitch joystick. In addition, operators will want to be aware of a dip switch setting we've included, allowing them to temper the game to fit the requirements of a location. By simply flipping a switch on the CPU board, you're able to remove any depictions of blood that would otherwise appear in the game. Another dip switch will disable the most graphic secret moves. In this way, operators can be sure they're matching the game to the disposition of their clientele. Mortal Kombat is quite simply the most complete video fighting game available. It boasts the industry's most realistic graphics, digitized images of real martial arts experts, heroic characters more powerful than those found on any other fighting game, secret moves to learn and master, and fierce battles against titanic adversaries. All of these elements combine to make this game powerfully unique, the world's most advanced interactive fighting experience.
Okay, das war's. Naja, gut. Ist ja mein Version 1.0. Im August 92. Ja, kam denn. Genau, das kenne ich auch noch. Oh, das ist ja wirklich. Erinnerungen werden wach, Mensch. So, gucken wir mal, was haben wir hier? Die Macht der Geheimnisse.
Fighting games of that era kind of all had this level of secrecy to them. Mortal Kombat, I think, took that to a very extreme level.
You had to guess like the moves and how to figure out the codes.
I think Street Fighter did something like that, right? They didn't document any of the moves, so we took that same approach.
I think not having a move list, there was so much to explore and you had no idea of what you were still missing. It was another thing, it built up so much mystique to the game.
But then we kind of extended it, right, with the fatalities and whatnots. Especially at the end with the character Dizzy, there was a certain amount of, you know, what are you going to do? You would see them trying to trigger something else. They knew that there was something secret in there.
The announcer's like, finish him! And you go up and go, boom. And you're like, damn it! I screwed up the fatality. It's like the worst feeling in the world.
And, you know, everyone was playing as Kano because in the early days before people, you know, knew what most of the moves were, Kano's moves were just, I don't know, move the joystick in a circle real fast and he'll turn into a ball and do it, or hit block and mash the buttons, I don't know.
First character I played was Kano, and I found the ball attack and the knife throw, and within the first day I found the fatality too.
Kano wins.
I was finding stuff right away.
I remember being in your office, and I remember you showing me what the button combinations were, and then you have to be standing this far away from the other character. And I remember thinking to myself, there's no way anybody's gonna figure this out. No one's ever gonna do this. And literally, like the first weekend, they figured it out right away. Yeah.
You know, the fatalities and special moves and things like those were things that you kind of had to trade around.
Because you'd hear people chattering like, oh, there's this move, and not having the internet at the time to go to, it made it very social.
If you knew something that wasn't, you know, widespread knowledge, you could take that down to the arcade and pull it out on somebody and really blow some mind.
So a lot of hand watching. Where did you stand? The most premium spots are literally right behind it, like right between two people, or on the corners, because those are the only spots where you were able to see the screen and people's hands at the same time.
There was so much in there, and it really requires a fan base to come together and share, to work together to play them and solve them and uncover the secrets and all that stuff.
I was always obsessed with those kinds of things. I was a big fan of Street Fighter, and there was this rumor that was not true that there was a character in there called Sheng Long. And I remember when we had started this game thinking, you know, we have to have a real secret character. And so there was a Sunday, and Scorpion was yellow, Sub-Zero was blue, and I went into the art program and tinted him green, made up these crazy rules in terms of how to find him, made him jump out occasionally and kind of tease you with his existence, put it together in one day, didn't even tell John about it, and was just kind of wondering how many people are going to pick up on this. It became a bit of like a Bigfoot. Some people had sightings and some people didn't, because there was this one that was real and was rather difficult to find. It could give players a little bit of creative license to come up with something and say that they did see something else happening in the game.
The level of secrets that happened in those first few Mortal Kombat games kind of corresponds with the rise of the internet. And people started trading around like, hey, here's a list of, I think these are fatalities.
I remember going home to my dad's house, and he had internet. He had a CompuServe account. And I started just learning as much as I could. And I'm like, Dad, can I go back to the arcade? I want to try some of this stuff.
I made it my mission to test all that stuff out. And that became my calling. We need to investigate.
And I published my first FAQ, and it is the most inaccurate piece of junk that is available. It's like shameful, but it's where I started.
And then, you know, all these urban legends about Ermac and all these other alleged characters that it's kind of like, you know, how the kids used to say back in the day, the negative worlds in Mario Brothers and Mario could go skiing. You know, it's that kind of like, you know, the kid equivalent of water cooler conversations.
People would come up with lore, you know,
Yeah,
lies
right.
of,
That's right.
I did this and that happened, and everybody's, you know, and we just shut up.
A friend of mine in high school said he was cousins with someone who filmed for the game, and that there was a secret character that they had filmed. So I put it in my FAQ. And I trusted him and found out way later he was just messing with me.
The people feeding in things that they'd want to see in the game would kind of blend in with what was really there. Sometimes you'd see a move and then it was gone. You'd be like, I swear this was in there. Did that really happen? Like, there was no way to capture it.
A friend of mine, his little brother was playing the game and told me about Kano's laser beam.
Yeah, that's right.
And I remember telling my friend's younger brother, you know, there's no laser beam. He's like, no, I saw it. And so I know he's mistaken with what, I don't know what he saw, but he didn't see that. This mythology was being built by the player base. I think we understood that pretty early on, and Ed, more than anybody, I think really took advantage of that and, you know, kind of messed with the players with hiding stuff in the game.
Yeah, I remember somebody found one of Sonya's moves, and I foolishly changed it because I read it on a news group, you know, thinking, you know, yeah, I got the best of that.
And they did some devious things to keep a lot of those things secret. I think there was a revision of Mortal Kombat 2 where they just arbitrarily changed all the fatalities because everyone figured them out too fast. And it's maybe the most devious and mean thing they've ever done.
I remember thinking at that point, yeah, this internet thing has gotten, you can't beat it. You can't defeat it. It's just too powerful.
One of the fun things about going to an arcade was, you know, a lot of people didn't have the internet just yet. So people would show up with their copy of their FAQ. Once I was there and I saw someone with my guide, like my FAQ, and I was like, oh, where'd you get that? He's like, oh, the guy who wrote it sold it to me. And I was like, what do you mean sold it to you? I wrote it.
We had a Mortal Kombat comic book that John drew, and we were the ones who stuck in the envelopes, and we started writing messages to players. Sonya has a slide move, you know? She didn't have a slide move. Within a week, I was at, it was like Galen North or something arcade, and some guy was playing Sonya, just keep trying these things. And one of the guys said, you know, what are you looking for? And he goes, I'm looking for Sonya's slide move, you know? Poor guy was, you know, looking for it, but we were just adding fuel to that fire.
Most of those secrets went unknown to me until much later in life when walkthroughs on YouTube became a thing, and I was like, whoa, I totally missed a lot of stuff in a lot of games.
To us, secrets were basically replay value, and that was the most important thing for us. Having more to do with the game, having more to discover, more to enjoy.
We love the idea of, you know, just this question mark over the game. You know, what else is in there that nobody else has found? And it just made the game that much more mysterious, right?
Okay, also fiese Aktion haben wir schon drauf gehabt. Gelb und blau, ja. Und daraus wurde dann Reptile. Destroy B. Bedingung erfüllen. Man muss in ein Spielerspiel 2 Runden in der Grube blocken, um zu gewinnen. Das ist nicht Ermac? Nein, das ist nicht Ermac. Dieser rote Verbindung wurde jedoch im Zuge der Entwicklung von Mortal Kombat als fertig in Außerstellung geschaffen, ja. Kombat. So, dann sind wir mit Kapitel 1 durch, wa? Judy, dann erstmal danke fürs Zuschauen und dann sehen wir uns beim nächsten Mal wieder bei Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Danke fürs Zuschauen. Tschüss.